Hello. Just want to talk about my journey and what I've done so far in my life relating to music. And yeah, whatever else comes out of my mouth, we'll see how this goes. I have to sneeze. No, I don't. Never mind. I kind of grew up in a musical family, I guess you can say, on both sides. My dad's side of the family was really involved in church music and stuff, and my mom played piano and sang, and she sang like everywhere in Nassau. My brother started playing guitar at the age of 13, my older brother, and he was a part of the United Christian Band. And my mother was also involved in the band, so me being young and tiny, I'd always be behind them in the band. I'd be like at every performance, every practice. I was there, so I grew up around it. I don't know how did I start playing the flute? I have no idea. I really think the flute chose me. Actually, no. There was a girl I grew up with, Rashay. She was like two or 3 years older than me. I saw Rashay playing the flute and I admired her so much. I was like, I'm gonna play the flute. And I guess that's how it happened. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't too serious about it. And then one day, I had to call to catch a ride for practice, and I forgot to, and my mom found out, and I think she thought I was trying to skip practice, but I really wasn't. I just generally forgot to call somebody. She was like, "You're gonna give back your flute. You don't want this. You're wasting time and money." And I was just in tears. I was like, "You don't have to give it back." And then from that day forward, I was like traumatized, but I keep my flute by my side. Like, I don't leave it anywhere. I will go to the bathroom with my flute, okay? I don't leave this flute anywhere. This is my baby. I got heavily involved in the United Christian Band. I played in church. I played at all these different functions. Grade 6 came along and we started learning theory. And I took my first theory exam. And I was really good at music theory, like from the beginning, from the get-go. Because everybody was like, "Man, Dana, you got this." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. Got this." I got a merit and everybody else got a distinction. And I was like, after that 85, I was like, never again. So I became really involved in music theory. I practiced like every single day, and I was determined to get a distinction. And from then on, I got a distinction in all my theory exams. Going into high school, which is grade 7 in the Bahamas, I had an ear for music. I think Mr. Lewis can tell I had an ear for music because he'd always make me memorize music. And it would only be me. I had to memorize "Just Go Light Your World." And then I had to memorize "This Christmas." And everybody was like, "Oh wow, she's so good." I was like, "Yeah, I'm so good. Oh wow." Okay, he wanted me to play a solo for our Christmas concert. And this was the first big Christmas concert we've had since 2002, which is when I wasn't even in the band. So this had to be big. And he's like, "So I want you to play this song. I want you to play Kenny G, Carol of the Bells. Learn it. I want you to learn that song. I want to hear it on Wednesday." He played saxophone. How was I supposed to? So I listened to it multiple times and I got it. And he's like, "Okay." He's like, "Okay, now you have to add a little finesse to it." And I'm like, play it. Maybe if I practice it, I can still. No, I can't play it. Not right now, not today. That was truly one of my favorite solos because I played Kenny G's song and I made it to something that was my own. Yes, Dana, yes. It was so good. And then I'm in grade 10 in Queens College and I wanted to take the music BGCSE. I originally wanted to take in grade 9, but they didn't want to let me take it. That's another video. So, new music teacher came, Mr. Kobe. So I was like, "Okay, can I take music BGCSE?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was gonna take mine in grade 10 and I was ready, okay? When it came to the test, I was going to get an A. And what did I do? I got an A in grade 10. Boom. Junior and senior year of high school, I moved to Knoxville, Tennessee, attended Baden High School, and I entered the marching band program. everybody back home used to like big up my head, and you know, Dana's like the best musician and all that. So I really thought I was all of that in a bag of chips. I was ready. I was everything. Everybody was a better musician than me, and I was like, oh, I'm terrible. There was so many things I didn't know. I was playing F sharp wrong, C sharp wrong. So many things I did not know about my instrument and about myself and what I'm capable of. But I knew that I wanted to be a music teacher, I wanted to be a music major, and I was not gonna give up. So I worked my butt off. I love marching band now, but my first year was it was so bad, y'all. I was good, but it was just, I showed up to marching band and they put me in the friggin' mellophone section because I applied late and Mr. Wilson already wrote the drill and the only opening spot was left in the mellophones. I didn't know what a mellophone was. It turned out to be an awesome experience. That was one of the best marching shows apparently Barrington has ever had. Revolution 2013. It was so fun. I made so many friends. I auditioned for governor's school. I did not get in. I did not get into governor's school and it was devastating. I was so hurt. Maybe they did like me, but I didn't get in. And I was so hurt. And what hurt the most was everybody knew I was auditioning and they automatically assumed I got in. I felt like I wasn't good enough. Maybe this is not a field I should be going in. Like I questioned my major, questioned playing. It was a really rough time. But did not give up. Did not give up totally. I did not totally give up. I was determined to prove them wrong because MTSU was kind of a dream school at that time. And I was like, okay, they won't accept me into governor's school. They're gonna accept me next year when I auditioned. Going back to marching band, I was requested to play the piccolo, and it was so confusing. So I was like, how? I did not want this attention. And Miss Christian was just like, I know you can play piccolo. So I was like, okay, I'll try. And I did. I played piccolo the entire marching season. I also did private lessons. That was my first time doing private lessons, my last year of high school. And it helped a lot. I also tried out for senior clinic. That was rough. Like, I always thought of audition as a performance. So, and I loved performing. So I was like, why is everybody so afraid of auditioning? And then I auditioned for senior clinic because I'm a nerd and I love sight reading. I'm one of the only people on this earth that loves sight reading and music theory and broccoli. And then I got into the sight reading room and completely went blank. And I messed up the entire thing. And I was like, how can I do that? I was so nervous. I didn't realize I can get that nervous. It was so bad. That messed me up for the rest of the day. I went into room 2. I performed my mandatory pieces. And I thought I sounded like crap. Like, I thought I sounded like garbage. Austin was there. Thank you, Austin. Austin was there with me and encouraged me. But man, that was rough. Then I went into scales. And I tried to keep a tempo in my head so I could keep a steady da 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 da, and I was just so nervous. And for the rest of the day until about 4 o'clock, I would just, it looked like I was dying. I found out that I made it. I was like, you know how hard it is to make it in senior clinic? I didn't realize it until afterwards, but you're competing against everybody in East Tennessee. You all are playing the same thing. It was red band and I made 10th chair and I moved up to 9th. And on the day I found out, I was like, could have done better. I so could have gotten into blue band or whatever, but then looking back at it, I'm just really thankful that I had the experience, because who could imagine this little island girl who didn't know how to play F sharp properly is now one of the top players in East Tennessee of 2015. Who would have thought? My final step in high school was auditioning for MTSU. That was fun. My audition would be February 28th, 2015. Now, leading up to those last 2 weeks in February, we had a really bad snowstorm and we were out of school for 2 weeks straight, which means I had no lessons at all for 2 weeks straight. Right before my audition, I was freaked out. I practiced every single day, every single minute of the day. I would not leave my house. Do you want to go out? You want to get something? No, I need to practice. This is my future. I ended up playing fantasy forays, fantasy, and the, what is it called? Oh my gosh. Number 6 fantasy? I forgot who the composer was. I'm supposed to know that. I'll find out later. And no, I would not edit it in because I don't know how to do that. I played whatever. She let me choose the pieces I wanted to play, and that was not a good thing for me to do. After I played the fantasy, she said, okay, now you have to play the other one. And what I didn't realize was, when I chose my piece, is that now I had to play the technical part of the foray. And that was terrible. I was really good at it in certain parts. I wasn't fully comfortable with playing the whole thing through. And in my mind, I thought, okay, she's gonna stop me. It's gonna be like American Idol. She's gonna stop me and tell me when to. That wasn't the case. She made me play the whole thing through, and I got halfway through realizing that, and I was like, well, no turning back now. And it's just like, oh gosh, oh no, I'm not gonna get into college today. I finished it, and her and the other two, I think they were college interns, were clapping. I was like, I don't know if I would have clapped for that, but they were clapping, and I did my sight reading, and I did my scales, and they were perfect, luckily, because I'm so good at sight reading. So she was like, okay, well, I want you in the program, so you're in. And I was like, I am? You're gonna tell me this? I thought I had like 3 months of waiting, anticipating. I was like, oh. And I got into MTSU, music education major. I've came so far compared to where everybody else has come. Like, I don't want to compare myself, but then looking at other people who have been taking lessons for years and years and years and know what they're doing, I still have no clue what I'm doing, but I guess that's the part of going to school and learning. I'm excited to learn though, and I know this is something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, so I'm excited to push myself. I'm ready to be a workaholic for music. I am ready. This is something I'm passionate about. This is something I prayed about, something God wants me to do, and I'm going to do it. I am going to. MTSU, I hope you are ready for me, because I am ready for you. Like, along to go with my story, I just want to say, don't give up. Don't give up at all, because there would always be people when I was younger growing up looking at me, right? You want to study music, you don't want to make no money, eh? Like, it's not about that for me. This is something I'm passionate about. If music is something you want to do, go do it. Push yourself. Like, look at me, little island girl from Ocean Breeze to Mountain View, from playing at E. Clement National Arts Festival to becoming one of the best musicians in East Tennessee, Senior Clinic, All-State East 2015. Anyway, do not give up. That is all. Bye. See you next time in whatever video.